let's talk about where we're going. And it's simple and complex at the same time. Here's a simple version. Love your neighbor. And the crazy part is some of our neighbors are across an ocean and others of our neighbors are across the street. We're trying to do both. And what we have planned is to continue to do more of what we're doing. We're not trying to grow a bigger organization. We're trying to lift up a greater number of people.
For decades, we've gone across oceans to love our neighbor, and we're looking at all these programs, both internationally and domestically, and we want to do it so that it outlasts us, and that's what we're doing. We're creating opportunities now so that all of our programs are sustainable as much as possible. We're expanding in ways that provide the most impact and serve the most people and do it with love and strategic whimsy. So while we haven't been involved domestically for as many years as we've been involved with our programs and building schools internationally, it's the same heart. It's the same heart that wants to show up in difficult places and love our neighbors well.
So what's the impact? On the one hand, it's immense by any measure. Like I see thousands of kids launching into the world and into positions of leadership. I just say, wow, I wonder what'll happen next. And at the same time, I don't know what all the impacts will be. And I am so okay with that. What we want to do is get it in play. Like just make these things happen and we don't mess around when it comes to stewardship. We want to make sure that we're seeing things happen. We want our students to be top of the class and we want our schools to be top of the schools. This you could call legacy. And so it makes me reflect on what are the things that are going to last? What are the things that are going to actually, for the next generation, the next and next, that we could play a small part of? And this is what we want to invite you to. This idea of where are we going is part of it is building our own legacy of generosity. It isn't about people, it isn't even about an organization, but it's a community of people that say, we want to be about equipping the next generation to just hit the ball over the fence. We want to give them the tools that they need to do that. We want to show up in the places that perhaps those resources aren't as easily available. And we don't want to make it about Love Does. We want to make it about, like, these are from your friends. These are from your neighbors on the other side of the ocean. And for our friends and projects that we're doing here in the States, we want to say, these are from literally your neighbors. And here's the legacy component that I think some of us miss. We miss that sense that we only have a little bit of time to do it. What if we feel the urgency to create something beautiful and lasting right now? So do those things that leave impact, leave legacy, and then support a community of people that are just in tremendous need of somebody like us to pull alongside and say, I'm your neighbor.
As we have for decades, and we will for decades to come, we're looking for opportunities always to see where we can deepen our impact. And we can't do that without you. And there's an adventure that comes with that comes with all the different ways that we say, let's do this together. You know, what does it look like for Love Does in 10 years and in 20 years and in 30 years? And it doesn't happen without you. It doesn't happen without whimsy. It probably doesn't happen without balloons. But it happens with a lot of people just like you who care deeply about kids, who care about the vulnerable, who care about the sick and the needy and the thirsty and the hungry and the strangers, and don't forget those that are in prison. Amazing things happen, extraordinary things happen. We've seen it for decades, and we're dreaming up about how we can do it for decades to come. And it doesn't happen without you.